This is what happens when my favorite builder has 80 foot and they have every single lot in the neighborhood. You get an incredible product. It's just like that. Today, I'm going to show you this home. I'm showing you a model of this picture. It's one of my favorite new models for Highland. This one is decorated, and the kitchen combinations, you're going to love it. And then I'm going to show you one of these on their inventory that you could buy right now. Of course, I got to tell you where we're at and all the fun stuff. So let's go inside and see this Birchwood model from Highland. All right, guys, let's go check out this Birchwood model home, because I think you're going to love it. It's got that, look at that, hold on, time out. Modern farmhouse look that everybody can't wait to see. There it is. All right, real quick, right there. That's the garage. So just know that's going to be your garage space, not the opening that it is. We've got our study right off the front door. Oh, can't go that way. You might see where we're at. I can't tell you yet. Study right off the front door. Got to check the closets. There we go. All right. Down the hall. Powder bath. And then bedroom number 1. All right, high. Here's what I love about these plans. These plans gives you almost everything you could want on one floor. You get the high, look at those. High ceilings. Great opportunity. Let's check you're gonna look at the closets, they're important. Closet. And then got its own bathroom. Tile all the way up. Closet. Second bedroom with its own bathroom space. Okay. And then here's your entertainment room, movie room kind of space. Now, there's that. And you already see it, but I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to turn you this way, and we're going to go into bedroom number 3 with its own bathroom. So all of your bedrooms have their own bathroom, and you still have the powder bath, right? So you've got all of that space. Now, listen, this kitchen, you're going to love it. I am such a big fan. They've got this like dark brown, white, and blue cabinetry thing going on. Look, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Beautiful brown cabinets. Got the blue tile. We took the brown into the laundry room. And then got the white accent there. And just look at this view. Here we go. The best part of this is this giant vaulted ceiling. So look, all the way across. This is this Birchwood plan with Highland. This is one of their new, kind of in the new series of plans. You see these big, giant vaults in some of their higher end neighborhoods, and they're bringing it down into this series, and I absolutely am a big fan. Now, it's a model, so of course they do the double sliders. But guys, it's Texas, and it's freaking hot. That I would do the slider. I think I would just keep my windows. That's just me, just my opinion. But I'll show you what's out there. And of course, we've got to go see one of these on the inventory. Got the primary bedroom. And shower, tub, and then closet. Okay. All right, you've seen the house. Let's go back to the kitchen real quick and talk about where the heck we are, and then I'll give you some details that you need to know before we go look at a inventory home up in this house. Okay, guys, we are in Canyon Creek Estates, and you're like, Zach, where is that? We're in Sherman, and you're like, Zach, where is that? And it's like, get on the highway and go north, and you could probably throw a rock and almost hit Oklahoma. And you're like, Zach, why are you all the way up there? Because Highland's here, which means they believe that there is opportunity up here, and there's growth and expansion coming like crazy. So they've got it. I think people want it. Obviously, people want it. And these are 88-foot home sites. I don't know if I told you at the beginning, but they're 88 feet wide, which means on a lot of these plans, you can add that G, like a third or fourth car, like porte-cochere garage. They're really fancy, like the really fancy one, like when we were kids, you saw the rich people have, and it was like covered. You could do that on some of these plans, some of these lots. And Highland owns all of the home sites. Like nobody else is building this neighborhood but them, which makes for a pretty cool neighborhood. So we're up in Sherman. I'll show you on the map. We'll put the map right there, all the way up. Texas Instruments is making a massive investment up here. There's a lot of growth coming in. You know, Anna, Melissa, Sherman, Van Alstyne, like that 75 corridor is expanded. If you're working, in the northern parts of Dallas and you're okay with a little bit of a commute, especially for these prices, this would be the place to be. So I'd look at it, right? Like I've got the neighborhood map. They've sold all of those homes already. They've got more to sell, handful more, a couple more opportunities to build. You're right here by softball fields, soccer fields, all kinds of good stuff. Here's the best thing. I'm gonna tell you this really quick. Here's my insider information. I gotta pull my map up. If you are not from Texas, one of the things you need to know is we do not have any gambling. So there's no casinos in Texas. So you're like, if you want to gamble or play blackjack, which is my preferred gambling game, you have to go to Oklahoma. And the closest place to go is Choctaw. And so for reference, we are, you see it? A half hour so you're a half hour from the Texas-Oklahoma border, and you could go and gamble and have a really good time. This neighborhood also, no mud, no PID, no HOA. But so typically when we have those no muds and no PIDs, we have a little bit lower tax rate. Grayson County, kind of a little bit higher. So even with that no mud and no PID, you're still at 2.4%, but you're far north Grayson County, and you're in Sherman ISD. So great opportunities. I want to go show you. They have one of these, I think, ready to move into. That's available. I'm going to show you, and it's going to be awesome. Let's go check it out. I'll give you all the pricing for everything you need for this neighborhood. So real quick, there's the house. Before we go in there, let's go look at the map, because I know I said, like, look, hey, here's the map. But I want to actually show you where we're at and what's going on up here, because if you're not from DFW, you might be like, what the heck? Or if you're from DFW, you're probably like, Sherman's not part of DFW. Shut up. Yes, it is. Let's go look at the map, and then we'll go check out this house. I've told you again, and I told you earlier, and I'll tell you again, man, that Birchwood is probably one of my favorites of the new Highland plans. And the fact that we're about to go walk an inventory one is, it's awesome. And you're going to love the backyard. But I want to show you where we're at. Like I said, I kind of pointed at it on the map, but I really want to give you an idea of what's around and where we're at, especially if you're not from DFW. And again, I'm going to give you this sentiment. Like my DFW people will be like, oh, Sherman's not part of the Metroplex. It's almost Oklahoma. That's how much growth is happening here. Like we're seeing it just rapidly expand. So yes, it's included in the Metroplex, whether you agree or disagree. But let's put up the map and let's just kind of look at where we are. So we are right here just off of Highway 75. So if we want to we want to look at our directions and say, hey, we're going to start there. I kind of showed you this, and this was, we'll go first, Choctaw, because Again, if you're new to Texas and you occasionally like to gamble, you can't do that in Texas. So you got to go to Choctaw, and look at that. It's only 30 minutes from Sherman. So you've got great access to go into Oklahoma and explore all the way up there. You also have easy access back down 75. So we've seen the growth expand, right? So first it was, 30 years ago it was Richardson, Plano, Allen, and then kind of McKinney, and then it's just kind of kept moving. And we have Melissa, we have Anna, we have Van Alstyne, all of this growth up here. If you're coming to work, if you're getting a job at the new TI factory, right? Like Texas Instruments has got some stuff going on in Sherman. Let's see how far you would be from work if you were up there. 15 minutes from work if you're at TI. Maybe we work a little bit farther than, hey, TI could be an option. Maybe you're saying, hey, we know we work in Frisco, but we can't afford those Frisco prices. So let's just use Toyota's North Texas headquarters, because I've had a few people that are working for Toyota that have been relocated here. They're working in Dallas and have bought around the Metroplex. So you're looking at about an hour. And this is, not during peak rush hour. So add a little bit of time to that. I will tell you, if you're working, let's just say you're in downtown Dallas proper. So we'll use the American Airlines Center, because that's, in my mind, that's kind of like the center of downtown. Hour and 15. So maybe a little far out if you're working that far away, and you're going to be with traffic both directions. If you're thinking, hey, Sherman, we need to get to the airport, so DFW airport, we're probably about an hour. Yep, hour and 3 minutes to DFW. If you're flying out of Love Field because you like Southwest, Dallas, Love Field, Herb Keller Way, hour and 10. So not an easy drive, but if you're wanting to kind of be up here on that space in an area that is growing and developing, you kind of see what's around. It's still very much a small town feel, not a small town field, small town feel. Words are important and they're hard. So you have options up here in Sherman, way up north of the Metroplex. Now I would tell you, if you're trying to, live there and cut all the way across the Metroplex and come all the way and work down here, or work all the way over here, I would not do that. It's going to be miserable. It's not going to be fun. If we wanted to look at the schools, see how they rate out, kind of what you'd expect for a small town feel. But it is interesting to see college prep ranking high for them. So if you have kids and you're concerned about that college prep stuff, you've got a good ranking there. Last thing I want to show you before we go out and look at the home that is available, I want to show you this. So you're like, I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to give you our website. I'm going to show you this. We built this for you guys. I want this to be helpful. So you can kind of come in and you're like, hey, I'm not really sure. You can click in and see anything that we've covered in those areas, see the videos, see the communities, and browse them that way. If you're not from DFW and you want our relocation guide, it's right here. It's got some of my favorite communities in it, some favorite builders, and because I'm a big boy, favorite spots to eat. You can't go wrong with that. So check that out. But the main thing on the website is, if you only come here in new construction and go DFW's hottest deals, you can browse directly new construction homes, and you can browse based on floor plans, based on completed inventory, based on city. You don't have to look at any of the resale stuff. You don't have to look at any of the craziness on Zillow. It's all right here for you. And my favorite part, honestly, is you can kind of come in here and you can go more, and you can search by builder. So you're like, hey, I only want to see stuff from Bloomfield, and I only want to see stuff from David Weekley, and I only want to see Highland and, whoever else, and Impression. No, I don't want to see Impression. I'm just kidding. I don't like that. And then I want to see, Land C, whoever, and then you hit apply and it'll show you exactly that. So we built this tool just for you guys to go browse. I promise I won't spam you when you check it out. We want to be here to be a resource. Let me get you guys back out to the neighborhood, and we're going to check out this inventory home, see what is going on, because this might be the home for you. So let's go. Okay, for starters, this house is right across from the little softball class. That's awesome. Let's go check it out. And looky. See, it's got the little fancy garage thing. But this is what you can do when you're on an 80-foot lot. Got the fancy garage off to the side with the porte-cochere. It's a fun word to say. Porte-cochere. But this, again, is the same as the model, and it's available right now. Let's go check it. Okay. can we just talk for a second? There are no lights on, and look at how much natural light you get. So study right there, and then we'll come down the hall. I'm gonna flip a light on in here though. So got the powder bath with the funky fresh tile, and then bedroom with its own bathroom and shower. Appreciate that one. And then this bedroom also has its own bathroom and shower. Speaking my love language, I keep telling you guys, if you're building showers in secondary spaces, it's the way to go. So here's our bedroom number dos. Walk across, come out to your media room. Just switch. There it is. Good size. You could definitely sit here, watch the game on Sundays, watch hockey, whatever you want to do. I would paint it black. We just painted our media room black, and I love it. We paint it black, and you got plugs up top for speakers, so you can have this house. So there's that. We'll come on down. Bedroom number 3. It got its own bathroom, and it got its own shower too. So no tubs in secondaries. I'm gonna start making shirts that say that. Did y'all vote for that? I would vote for it. What do you think? And then let's check the kitchen. So we've got the white on white with the darker island. I'll show you guys. Look. So white on the backside, glass uppers, double oven, farmhouse sink, hutch, and then laundry room. So on this one, you will have to, oh no, you won't. Okay, so they kept it so that you have the single, and you still get the cabinets, and so you don't have to do the stack up on that. So there's the kitchen and living room space. Okay, look at this. Look at, you can see how much of a difference. So the model had the double slider, right? Look at how much light is coming in without the double slider. You don't need it. And then you look up, we do have the beams. And that yard, when we get out there, that yard is kind of massive. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a warning. I didn't notice earlier. The carpet is an interesting choice. Interesting. Here we go. Carpet. Ready? Gotta look at it. Go down. It's got the little like swirlies in it. If you wanted to buy this house, we could probably figure out how to get that replaced if you didn't like it. But sliding barn door, and then tub, shower combo there, and then good sized closet space. Bada boom. All right, let's go check out this backyard, because this house is for sale, so you can have it. And depending on when you're seeing this video, Highland is doing some incredible incentives. Hello. Before we go outside, one more honorable mention for the beams. Okay, listen. So here's the secret. This is how I know this was somebody's house and they didn't close on it. They couldn't close because normally you don't get this massive patio extension, and you don't normally get on inventory homes. You don't normally get water. So you normally get the gas, right? We don't normally see water start out. So if you wanted to put a kitchen back here, you could. So you've got all this yard space, and look at that. Looky, looky. No back neighbors. And a huge patio extension. I gotta walk over here and turn you guys around so that you see how much patio is there. Look at that. Yeah. And then because you have the fancy garage, you get so much side yard. And it's all fenced all the way up. So look at that. All right, let's go back inside. If I wanted to live up north, I would die. I love it. I gotta show you the garage. Let's go do the garage real quick, and then we'll talk about all the pricing and stuff that you could get in this neighborhood. Here we go. Garage. Okay, so first of all, you have tons of storage space here. So like plenty of storage space. And then you go in your garage and you got a 2-car garage here. So you could easily put a workout space or a golf cart, anything storage wise here. And then we go across the fancy landing and you get your single car garage. I don't know why I love that so much, but I love this little okay. When I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of money. We weren't like destitute, but we were like lower middle class, like normal, whatever. And I always thought these houses that had these like little kind of like, this is the coolest thing. I thought that's what it meant when you were rich. So that's obviously it. Times have changed, right? We need to talk to you. Let's go back to the kitchen and get a really pretty view. Let's talk about the pricing on this house. Set you guys right there. Pricing wise on this one. Now, Highland is doing some incredible stuff on interest rates. We're talking like into the 5s or the 4s in some of their neighborhoods. This is awesome. And closing cost. You could get a deal if you knew how to find it. So pull up my notes and let's go to Canyon Creek Estate. So this is a Birchwood. Reminder, this is a Birchwood. This is 27, almost 2,800 square feet. 4-bed, 4.5 bath. Currently listed under $750. Not bad. With this one under $750, 800, 780. We got a 712 coming this fall. Great opportunities. If you wanted to still build reference base pricing, let's just take a look at it. Base price on these houses on this one is just at 600. So there's that right there. This one has a ton of upgrades in it. A lot of beautiful design choices. It was a bust, so you could probably get a really good deal. I didn't tell you that though. But you're paying attention. Okay. We just need to talk about it. So if you have questions, I would love to help. Contact information right there. We'll put it there for you. Reach out if you're here in DFW, you're trying to get to DFW. Yes, Sherman is part of DFW. I believe it is now. Sherman, so my DFW map, Sherman to Waxahachie, Greenville to Aledo. I think that's all of DFW. And it's quickly expanding to those reaches. Pretty soon DFW will reach all the way to Oklahoma. And there's a lot of growth and a lot of opportunity. So if we can help you, I would love to have the opportunity to just simply have a conversation and see what's possible out there for you. Maybe it's this house, maybe it's another house, but anytime Highland, in my book, anytime Highland has the full neighborhood and they're betting on an area, those are the kind of things that make me want to take notice and make me want to come check it out, because they're betting. Guys, talking to you guys, forgot my size. Can't leave those behind. Anyway, they're doing that, which is what makes me excited about the area. If they're sitting on land positions and building houses, especially 88-foot lots. So come check it out. Come see Miss Pat. Talk to me. Let's get you a great deal on a brand new house.